for the Walking Dead panel. And would you like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Greg Nicotero. I'm the executive producer of the show. And
Ross Marquand, play Aaron.
And you're a bit of it. You're not just the executive producer, are you? You do everything.
I do a lot on the show. We design the walkers. I'm one of the directors. Kind of, sort of an all-encompassing job for me.
And you're one of the newer characters. I mean, you were introduced last season. How did it feel coming into such a close-knit
I mean, I was terrified, truthfully, because it was a show I've been a fan of for a long time, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to get over my geekdom, truthfully, getting on set. And I still haven't, really. I mean, every time I get on set, I pinch myself because it's truly one of my favorite shows. And the first guy I met was Andy Lincoln. He gave me a great hug, and it kind of just took down the pressure, but it's still kind of surreal, really, yeah.
Oh, but you just displayed in there a talent that, would have scared Rick straight away. Give us your Christopher Walken again.
Wow.
If you were approaching Rick in that way.
Yeah, see, here, Rick, I noticed you have a group that's very deft at killing walkers. Would you like to join us? It'd be great.
Was that your line, deft at killing walkers?
Oh, yeah, I don't know what it is.
I was going to say, I mean, Walking Dead has got through a hell of a lot of showrunners, and you would have thought that any kind of show that got through showrunners that fast was in trouble. However, Walking Dead gets better and better and better. Is it showrunner proof? Do you just nod at them and then go your own way?
The bottom line is Frank Darabont, who developed the show, he really put the show out there. We will always credit Frank for developing the show. He put the original cast together. I think when Scott Gimple took over the reins for season 4, we really were able to sort of hit the stratosphere. Scott respects the source material very much like Frank did. Scott loves the genre. Scott's a comic book guy. So if he was here right now with us, he and I would be running around through the floor buying stuff and having a good time. So he gets it. He's a great storyteller. He's really good at casting. Pick some great actors to join the show. So it's just about respecting the source material, and Scott's great at that.
And out of the many things that you do for the show, what is your favourite? Do you still get thrill from bloody?
They're all different. I still love getting dirty, getting bloody, and when I'm directing, it's different because directing is sort of, it's like I'm the conductor, and I have everybody on set as the instrument, and we make this beautiful music together. When you're doing special effects and it's gore, you can actually just physically squirt the blood, and you can kind of craft it by yourself. But they're all equally exciting in different ways.
Do you worry that every script that comes in, you sort of think, do you know where your character's going, or is every script kind of like, oh God, am I going to die this week?
Well, they do a very good job now of letting us know pretty early in the season whether or not we're going to live or die. And I think it is more because we're relocating to a new part of the country, sometimes with family members and everything. But truthfully, I mean, that is a ever-present fear that was crippling for me last year. I was so nervous I was going to make it to the next season.
You just got there.
I know, I just got there too. But for me, I think it's best not to focus on that because you just have to enjoy the ride for as long as it is, and just it's a show called The Walking Dead, so you know that there's a possibility, but you got to have fun with it.
It's crazy though, but the family that we have created on the show, even back from season 1, Emma Bell, who played Amy, Jeff DeMond, John Bernthal, Rooker, Emily Kinney, we're all still friends.
Yeah.
We all still see each other. We all still go to these fan events and hang out, and it's exciting for me to think that I've created friendships and relationships that will last me the rest of my life.
And do you think, will you be with Walking Dead to the bitter end, or could anything entice you away?
I'm in till it's done. Listen, it's the greatest job I've ever had. Unless it was like, you're going to remake Jaws, and I'd be like, great, I'll do it, but I'll do it after Walking Dead is over. It's just, and it's the combination of people. And Andy and Norman and I and Scott Gimple, we all talk about, we don't want to do the show without each other, so it's important.
And the opposite, the last question I asked, do you like your first zombie kill? Is that like?
Oh yeah, well I think that was a real dream of mine for the longest time.
What was your first kill?
Well, my first kill was actually last year.
Yeah.
When I saved I think Rick and Michonne from Stephen and I are.
Oh, in the woods.
In the woods, yeah. But that's, I mean, it's funny because Aaron is talking about all the walkers that he's killed, and he's killed a few people, but this was the first time that we really get to do it with a jack-o'-lantern, zombie. It was great. I mean, it's so much fun.
Okay, cool. Well, we've been wound up, so
Great.
thank you very much. It was
Thank
brilliant.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Great
very
panel
much.
as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.